Hi, my name's Lewis and today's recipe is the teleporter. Our use case for our experiment today is how do we connect a remote lone worker out in the field to a knowledge worker with expertise who could be geographically located anywhere in the world. You're going to need a 360-degree camera, a VR headset and a laptop. Okay, so if you imagine I'm Jeff, our intrepid field worker, and I've been sent to a job to fix a particular piece of machinery, and my work order specifies there's one of those devices. When I get there, I find there are three, and I don't know which one to fix. What I want to do is bring Bob, who's in the head offices, thousands of miles away, to stand next to me so Bob can look around and tell me which device I'm meant to fix. So to do that, I'm going to use my low-cost, this is a Ricoh Theta camera. Then I'm going to connect the smartphone to the camera and use the smartphone as the remote control to take the photograph. So when I open my Wi-Fi settings, the Theta camera will appear as a Wi-Fi network. If I click it, I can connect my phone to the camera. So my camera is now connected to the app on the smartphone. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the biggest invention in technology in the last 50 years, the selfie stick, just to put it into the middle of the room. If I bring up my application, what I'm going to do is actually use the camera to take a photograph. What you should see on my phone, I've now got a full spherical 360-degree image. And that's actually a sphere. So it captures the ceiling. I can look at the ceiling or I can look at the floor. Once I have that image taken on my mobile phone, I could literally just email that image back to the base location. And Bob in the office could actually just use his phone to look around the image and orientate and tell me which device to fix. But what we're really interested in doing is combining technologies from an immersion point of view. So what we're going to do now is look at how you can use a virtual reality headset to and then use the camera to power the virtual reality headset. So these devices are called the Gear VR. They're from Samsung and they're done in partnership with Oculus. It's very simple, it's low cost, it's plastic, it's got a mini USB port to connect your phone, but all the secret sauce and the magic is actually happening, as usual with everything that happens, an app on the phone. It's an app on the phone that turns the device into the VR projector. So to get it to work, the learning curve involves unlocking your phone, taking your phone, lining the USB port up, clicking it in, clicking it into place. And if I get my colleague Bob to come on, Bob's going to put on the VR headset. So there you go, Bob, if you try that on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around and show you the same image that Bob's looking at on the screen. And because the camera was fixed from a fixed point at head height, as I pan around, Bob, for all intents and purposes, is physically teleported to that location. So the camera takes 280-degree images and stitches them together. So once you open that up in a Photoshop or PowerPoint, you get that image stretched out. It allows anybody with basic PowerPoint skills to be able then to augment that image, to put digital information overlaid on top of that image, that photograph. It's exactly the same image, but you can now see that I've superimposed text on top of the image. So once I'm wearing the actual VR headset and I'm looking around that physical line, I've teleported myself to whatever location on the planet where that image is taken. That image could be augmented with extra information. So it's a very low cost, no coding way of actually teleporting people to any physical location on the planet that you could actually capture an image from.